Hey yo, good afternoon, viewers of the tube. My name is Tyler and welcome to the cryptocurrency channel that will drop a project like a bad habit if they find out they have been crawling through the sewers with some rats. It's time for Chico Crypto. Yes, if you haven't heard, I found out some really shady stuff about Binance and Neo and how they have been working in cooperation. And Neo has been lending their main resource over to Binance to help build their DEX and Binance chain. Rebuttals that it wasn't Neo's Eric Zhang are weak. They say because Eric spells his name with a K and in the Blocknet video is spelt with a CK, it wasn't him. But it was Binance who made this email for him. And even in their white paper, they couldn't spell it right. They spelt it with just a C. And CZ on a tweet did it again with just a C. Those arguments are null and void. Then people found a person with the name ERICK and with the last name Zhang. But this guy is just a community writer. And even if it was him, his articles on Medium are written in perfect English. Like this one here. Here is a blurb. If you believe in this theory, then Bitcoin has value. Simply put, some people are spending time and resources to build a transaction system and get compensated with Bitcoin. Perfect English. While the question asked to Blocknet from Binance, Eric Zhang had broken English, like this one. Why do you choose to build your own DEX? Why did you? Or this one, do you think of Nebulas and IOV? As we can see, someone had to put in the what in there for him. Or the bottom one, could you please elaborate on a blockchain-based storage solution, such a storage? May have its user base, it's broken English. And it's obvious it's not the community writer Eric with a CK Zhang. The questions are far too technical and are obviously coming from a developer, not some Medium article writer. Well, because of this, I got attacked by the Neo community on their subreddit. Multiple people of their community calling me a druggie, and I eventually got banned from the subreddit. All I have to say is keep burying your heads in the sands, guys. The Neo team and the Neo community have lost my respect, and I am moving on to projects who stay true to their own project with communities that support the people who support them. That is why I have dumped my stack of Neo, and I first put it into Bitcoin, but yesterday I decided to make a move into a couple of other altcoin projects, which I see doing amazing things for 2019, and will have major boosts to finish out this quarter. So today I would like to bring you what those projects are, and what we have to look forward to very soon. The first project is absolutely critical for the Ethereum ecosystem, and I have featured it on my channel multiple times, going all the way back to when I first started the channel in September of 2017. If you can't tell from the thumbnail, that project is Chainlink. A little bit of background for those who aren't informed about what Chainlink does. It is solving one of the major problems in blockchain and smart contracts, the Oracle problem. If a smart contract or a blockchain is communicating with a centralized Oracle system to receive data from the outside world, it loses all the decentralized aspects because the Oracle holds the power to control what that blockchain or smart contract does in response to its inputs. Chainlink solves this by creating a decentralized Oracle solution through a network of Chainlink nodes that perform data retrieval and act as oracles. These nodes are distributed, and multiple nodes work on a contract for retrieving data. Also, the person requesting the data can include penalty payments for bad data, thus reducing bad acting nodes. Also, there is a reputation system that rates the nodes, even furthering the transparency of the nodes and reducing the chance of bad data retrieval. The Chainlink mainnet is one of the most anticipated in the space, and I thought they would be announcing it at ETH as Chainlink was attending. So I made the prediction it would go live on February 15th, but it didn't. Although Sergey Nazarov had an interview there and gave away some details about the launch. Let's listen in now.
Well, what are the next milestones? What does the 2019 roadmap look like for bringing this live?
Yeah, so our plans are, we're wrapping up our security audits. Those audits have gone well. We've done multiple audits. We just want to make sure everything is in the right place, and then we'll go to mainnet when we feel comfortable with the state of the current security assessment. That's the obvious next step.
So it looks like security audits are in the process of being completed, and they want everything to be right at launch, which is exactly what I like to hear. Given that security audits take usually around 8 weeks to complete, I would speculate that they will launch in late March or early April, as the audits have been going on already for some time. Now, there was more very exciting news that came out for Chainlink in regards to the nodes. Node operators will have the ability to be paid directly in USD via a built-in PayPal adapter. Imagine that, running a node and basically having a money printing machine filling up your PayPal account. If that doesn't cause adoption, I do not know what will. Another big sign that Chainlink will be huge is Ben Woosley, core developer for Bitcoin, has begun working on Chainlink. If we go to Pivot Tracker, which tracks GitHub tasks and activity, and go to project history, we can see, yes, Ben is working on the Chainlink project. Yes. Now, the second project I have invested in is Digibyte. Why did I make this move? I personally like what Digibyte stands for. Digibyte was launched fairly back in 2014 by founder Jared Tate. Just like Bitcoin, there were no funds raised through an ICO. This is a purely community-run project. Digibyte is a proof-of-work coin and is actually a fork of Litecoin, but with a higher supply, 21 billion coins to be exact. And this was done so every person on the planet could own Digibyte with a manageable price. Remember, with Bitcoin, there are only 21 million, which means that 7.6 billion people on the planet could never own a whole Bitcoin. Digibyte includes massive improvements over Litecoin though, including fast payments with 15-second block times. Compared with Bitcoin, which has 10-minute blocks, Litecoin at 2.5-minute blocks, Digibyte is the fastest UTXO proof-of-work blockchain in existence. Also, Digibyte has solved the scaling issue with the concept of DigiSpeed. It is a hard fork that occurs every 2 years, in which the block size doubles until reaching 280,000 transactions per second in 2035. Another thing I like regarding Digibyte is the concept of DigiShield. Since it is a proof-of-work coin, mining pools go after coins with their proof-of-work algorithm, and sometimes they team up together to create multi-pools, which means they mine all blocks and making it unfair to other pools and miners. These multi-pools will then ditch the coin once the difficulty increases, and then they dump the coins on the market. DigiShield protects against this. It retargets a coin's difficulty every block, allowing the mining difficulty to rise and fall almost perfectly in sync with increases or decreases in net hash rate of the coin. Other blockchains have implemented this tech, over 24 to be exact, including Zcash, Dogecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Now, what is coming up that gets me extremely bullish is Digi Assets and Digi IDs. Digi Assets are representations of real-world assets on the Digibyte blockchain. These assets can be issued, traded, but cannot be duplicated. Almost anything can be a Digi asset. Tickets to a concert or sporting event, shares of a company, gaming assets, property tiles, even a marriage license could become a Digi asset. Now, 8 days ago, Digibyte released that testing for the Digi assets are going very well, and these test assets are live on the Digibyte blockchain. And they provided some sneak peeks of the Asset Explorer and asset issuance. So think of this, Digibyte already has an ID tool called DigiID, which is live right now and can be downloaded on the Google Play Store and Apple Store. This empowers user authentication using the Digibyte blockchain and allows a person to log into websites, applications, or building security in things like swipe cards. Now, combine this with Digi Assets and you have a full suite where assets can be tied to an identity, which is as secure as it gets. And guess what? DigiID will always be free to use, and you don't need to own any Digibyte. Just a secure way to log into applications and websites you already use. Well, viewers, I increased my position into Chainlink heavily and made a big move into Digibyte. Big things are coming for both projects, and Q1 of 2019 and beyond will be friendly to both these projects. Will this pay off? I did it because I think so. Cheers, I'll see you next time.